This clown up here was talking a lot of noise during the off season because the Eagles beat them real bad 37-7 in the NFC Conference Championship game last season, 2023. Only to keep talking noise when they went to the Super Bowl this year. In the where they do the press conferences before the games even get started. It's like 2 or 3 days of interviews from different reporters all over the country. They come and talk to other players, joke and jive, all the above. Dee-BooBoo's Samuel. This guy is supposed to be considered one of the best players on the San Francisco 49ers franchise. They gave him the bag a couple of years ago, but yet he underperformed in the Super Bowl. Let me explain what I'm saying. They limited him to less balls. He didn't get into the end zone. He had less than 50 yards receiving, less than 50 yards rushing. The Kansas City Chiefs bottled him up most of the game anyway, because they know that once Dee-BooBoo's Samuel gets going, it's hard to stop that offense. They also kept McCaffrey under wraps. They also kept their tight end under wraps, who caught only 2 passes in their game. Only guy that had the most catches was probably that other wide receiver, Ayuk. Ayuk is the only receiver that he had like 6-7 catches in that game last night against the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the only one that had most of the catches. Everybody else had less than 5 catches, less than 50 yards rushing or receiving. But here's the situation: when you talk noise, when you come to chirp in the trees where all the birds do all that chirping and doing all that calls out, when you normally do most of that, it's gonna hurt you. And this guy can't seem to keep the Eagles' name out of his mouth. They interviewed him in the Super Bowl preseason in Super Bowl preseason one. I think that's what it was before the Super Bowl even got started. One of the reporters mentioned how does he feel about the Eagles, or whatever he said had something to do with the Eagles, and he chirped his mouth and said something that we're not contenders. He only play against contenders. Well, no offense, Dee-BooBoo's Samuel, you're not going to get a Super Bowl, because the San Francisco 49ers will never, ever win another Super Bowl in their lifetime. Kyle Shanahan, though, he just like his father. His father only got 4 Super Bowls. He won 2 with the 49ers back in the day before becoming head coach of the Denver Broncos, only to win 2 rings with them. So he had more rings than his own son, Kyle Shanahan. But see, when you run that same style of offense, it hurts. I made a video yesterday saying that Kyle Shanahan's offense is based on trick plays. If you guys watch that whole game from beginning to end, they did a bunch of trickery plays in the backfield on offense. Their defense, on the other hand, was the fire. But they had a couple of injuries. I think that, what was that, Greenlaw? I think Greenlaw had an injury. I think he didn't play no more of the game. They had an offensive lineman got hurt, and they had a cornerback or safety got hurt. So they got banged up in the most of the second half of the game. So they had more injuries than Kansas. They had more injuries than the Kansas City Chiefs. But you can't put injuries on a big game like that. You come out and you play. Kansas City Chiefs I think they had a guy that got hurt, but that guy came back out and played. The same for the 49ers. One of the 49ers guys got hurt, and he came back and started playing. But see, like I said, you cannot blame injuries on the big stage with the Super Bowl every year. Super Bowl is the biggest stage in the world. It wasn't in the nation, now it's in the world, because the world watches the Super Bowl. The world watches the NFL games. The NFL is worldwide. But back to Dee-BooBoo. What a joke. This guy is a joke. He runs his mouth so much, and he runs his mouth more off the field than he do on the field. Now, true, You lay down the blueprint of how to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. But see, the Philadelphia Eagles, what you got to understand, the Eagles hurt themselves when they refused to, should I say, change the plays or do adjustments at halftime. The Eagles did no adjustments at halftime. They didn't do nothing in that game. So that's why the 49ers beat us. If we've had some pre-snap motions, it'd probably be a different story. But see, we can't talk about the Philadelphia Eagles now, can we? Because we didn't get to the Super Bowl, we didn't lose it this year. We lost it last year to the same team that beat you. So, with that being said, or should I say all in a nutshell, it doesn't pay to chirp like birds in the trees, not thinking you're gonna get heard. So, this boy's a clown. And like I said, that boy is a clown. His team, like I said earlier in this video, his team paid him all that money. And he underperforms every year. Now the question is, will he or shall he do better next year? It remains to be seen, because I said it before. Teams get better every year. That's why I said the 49ers will not repeat next year. They'll be lucky to get to the playoffs because teams get better next year. You got Detroit, who's gonna get better. The Minnesota Vikings gonna get better. The Seattle Seahawks gonna get better. Your division rival, and then you got to think about the LA Rams. I mean, they're the Rams. The Rams. Remember the Rams went to the playoffs last year, but they lost in the wild card game. They're gonna be even better next year. So, 49ers, y'all choked. You choked and you got smoked by Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. You got smoked and y'all choked. You did bad, you did horribly. Peace out.